a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Omaha. Hey, let's go. Trip front.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Lucy.
Bortles. The open man is Shark. It's complete. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On second down, here's Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Burks over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Hang in there now. 82. 81. What's this?
Shotgun now for Wentz. Goes underneath for Sproles. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a second down.
Run.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. From the gun on third down, Wentz. Aguilar has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Wentz now on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Agholor, 28 yards. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Bortles. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Punch right, punch right, punch right.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Bortles to throw on second down. And a reception made by Dante Moncrief. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Bortles now to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there of 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
76.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They get it to him running left. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0. Hey, 54, Ricky.
Here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, You're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Philadelphia coming back onto the field. We've kind of documented their injury issues when we were talking about Carson Wentz earlier. You mentioned Alshon Jeffrey been out, Jay Ajayi, issues at running back. But some other guys, they've really stepped up, have they not, CD?
They certainly have. And you remember Corey Clement, one of the heroes in their Super Bowl win with a touchdown catch in that game. He had 56 yards rushing, as did Wendell Smallwood. And Dallas Goedert, the rookie tight end out of South Dakota State, best game of his young career, 7 catches, 73 yards, and his first NFL touchdown.
This one complete to Sproles. And he's brought down after a very nice game. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Buying time to his left. Completes it to Aguilar. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Eagles on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Wentz going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Bortles. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Bortles. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is
and for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Black, come on. 81, 81.
On second down, here's Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The Eagles on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep. Man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And a forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception.
And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Shotgun now for Bortles. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Bortles gives to Yeldon on the draw. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage. But It's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll go with a big back, Yeldon. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Run.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. A dump off to Sproles. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
82. Black, come on.
Wentz now on 1st down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check 52 the mic. Check 52 the mic. Come up the ball hard.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's the Boise State alone, Jay Ajayi. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Go. 280.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he hits his man, Matthews. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. This is Ajayi. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Matthews that time. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. So after the INT, it's Bortles. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And he's got Moncrief. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. Now T.J. Yeldon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Flush to his right. And he completes it to Westbrook. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Come on now. Let's go. Go. 280.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Done. 120.
Here's Ajani. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a third down. Now Wentz drops it off to Ajani. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Great 15. Great 15.
Wentz to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, it's Wentz. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Wentz to throw. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Wentz now to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but 4th down coming up. They run for it with Ajayi. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Ajayi stops short on 4th and goal, and the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. On 1st down, Bortles. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. Now and now here's another interception. Picked off by Corey Graham. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Go, go. 5-7.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He sets to fire deep. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's got some space here. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect
The season,